Lots to speak to our next guest about, of course. We'll be looking back at all the football from the weekend. And Oasis fans will be desperate to know whether or not he's, of course, close to getting back with his ex-wife. It's time to talk to Dr. Octagon.
Dr. Octagon, Dr. Octagon, Dr. Octagon.
He is here, and I'm guessing he's got a very big, fat, juicy, happy smile over his face. He's probably been smiling all weekend, hasn't he? Hello, good evening, Mr. Noel Gallagher.
Right, boys.
Look at the smile on his face. Look at it.
See it from here.
Why not? Why aren't you smiling?
Because not over yet, is it?
Yeah, but come on, there's a glint of a smile there, isn't there? There's a positive one starting to crack out now.
No. Not over yet.
Yeah, but now it's back in your hands.
Well, yeah, but if we didn't have to go to Everton, I'd feel a bit more confident.
But hold on, we've been talking about it on tonight's show already, right? You have to remember that it looks like, because of course Arsenal beat Newcastle tonight, it looks like that fourth spot is guaranteed for Arsenal, which means Everton, they can't get there. So who do they want to win the league? Do they want Liverpool to win it or someone else? Yeah,
but they're not going to. They're not going to. I mean, their fans will want them to roll over, but I mean, they've got. Listen, the biggest thing about that team is Gareth Barry can't play. He's been their best player of the season, so it's good, and Yaya's back and all that. But it won't be. I won't be laughing until the final whistle goes against West Ham when we've done it, because as we all know, as we've been all saying for the past 6 weeks, it's in there and it's in there and it's like,
it's true.
We haven't got a clue what's going to happen.
No. Let me ask you about the game. Where did you watch it? Firstly, the Liverpool-Chelsea game.
Well, my entire Sunday was ruined because I've come back. I was away last week in holiday, and I come back. I thought, well, the titles are after the Sunday game. It's over now. I'm not going to watch the Chelsea. I was expecting Liverpool to annihilate them. So I went out for lunch. So I was on the way back, and a taxi driver just had it on, and I said, "So what score is it, mate?" It's 0-0. So how long's gone? He said, half an hour. I was thinking, oh, hello. No. So I got in as soon as Bar scored. Now the agony starts.
Yeah, you're right.
Ruined. The next 2 weeks are ruined. I was going mad. The kids were going mad. My wife was going mad. The cat was going mad. The cat was going mental. And then, of course, City come on and we scored in the first 3 minutes, and it's just, now it's just bedlam for them. The agony begins all again. It's like we were out. We've done. We've blown it. And now we're back in. Agony for the next 2 weeks. But you got to take us off to Chelsea. It was just, the performance of the season for me. Any team.
What did you make of Liverpool's performance? Because much has been made of Chelsea's, but we spoke about it tonight that actually Liverpool didn't need to win the game, and they go on.
Go on, you're right. I was thinking, why aren't Liverpool wasting time? They don't even need to win this game. If they see Mourinho holding on to the ball after 6 minutes, it's like, why aren't they just knocking it around thinking, well, we don't have to win, you don't have to win, and just kill the game. But when you go to Anfield, like I said to you when we went up there a couple of weeks ago, that whole place is steeped in emotion, right? And you see that, they see their coach pulling up and they're all singing, we're going to win the league. They can't knock the ball around because the fans will drive them on, and they kind of fell into Mourinho's trap. So there's one guy you don't want coming to your coronation party. It's Mourinho. He's like the big foot at the beginning titles of Monty Python's Flying Circus, where you're all singing, we're going to win the league, we're going to, and he just goes, oh, I don't think, well, you might win it, you're not winning it today, that's for sure. And if everybody in world football knows what's going to happen in that game, and Brendan Rodgers, the natural mystic, he didn't seem to have a plan B, and sometimes you've got to be cold and calculated. And I was watching the analysis tonight of Jamie Carragher and Guy Neville, and they both summed it up perfectly. They just, I can't tell you what they said, people would have seen it, but their analysis was to a T spot on.
Do you think that it's the sort of season where it's Liverpool's best chance of winning the Premier League, i.e. next year United will of course be stronger, I'm guessing Chelsea will buy a striker, etc, etc?
Listen to me now. All for everybody's nonsense about who had the best squad in the league, we know who's got the best squad in the league now. If you take 7 players out of any team in this country, Man City included, not one of them would go to Anfield and get a kick. Never mind come away with a 2-0 win. I'll tell you now, if Liverpool don't win it, they'll never win it, because Chelsea get 2 centre-forwards next season. It's over before it starts. If that's the calibre of those players that they've got and the way that they can just set up in the big games, it's over before it begins.
No, I spoke to you a couple of weeks ago about question marks about whether Manchester City have got the kahunas at times and to actually bring it home. It's now back in their hands. We're going to find out if Manchester City aren't chokers, because going to Everton, I think, is it 5 years the last time you won there? It's now in your hands, and there's no more excuses. This is it. This is your title to throw away.
Oh, yeah, we've tried to throw it away 3 times already in the last 6 weeks. Can't get rid of it. What an early summer, all of us. And now they give it us back. All the fans are going, oh God. If the title if it ends up outside of the Etihad this season, we can safely say that we lost it and nobody else won it. If we don't do it from here, we have lost it. But you know, Gary Neville said tonight on the telly, you can't trust City, and you can't. We could go to Everton and win 4-0, right? And we could. I mean, the result against Sunderland the other night. If we win that game, we're virtually out of sight already. Do you know what I mean? So, and like I say, I won't be comfortable with it until he blows the whistle on the final day of the season. And even then, right? Say if we win the next 3 games 1-0, right? So our goal difference is +11. It's conceivable that Liverpool can beat Newcastle 6-0 on the last day of the season, because Newcastle are abysmal. It's conceivable that Liverpool can put 5 past Crystal Palace. Do you not think?
Yeah, it's unlikely.
I mean, it is unlikely, but it is conceivable.
Well, if there's one team that can do it, you're absolutely right, it's Liverpool.
I think if we win against Everton on Saturday evening and Chelsea win against whoever they're playing on Sunday, I think Liverpool have got it all to do.
And that will be the pressure, because that's Monday night now, that game as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like I said, to come out of Anfield the other week, all their fans and all their ex-players are all... They couldn't count on anything other. They were just going to stroll it to the rest of the title. And I said to you on the show the following Monday, season starts for them, because it's all about what you... to get it over the line, you've got to get it over the line. And City did it one year, and it was desperate at times, do you know what I mean? And... listen, Liverpool's done great to win 12 on the bounce, but you know, when you need just those 2 little injuries, Sturridge, and it upsets the balance of the team, and they've got it all to do now, Liverpool. They've got it all to do. It's high stakes poker now. There's no time for recovery now. If City even blink at Everton, it's over.
I think I'm right in saying that we've not spoken to you since David Moyes got the sack.
No, terrible way. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Abysmal, though, wasn't it?
No.
They should have given him at least another 6 years.
Yeah, from your point of view, of course they should have.
But they did what they had to do. I've got to say, I don't see what the point of sacking him now was. They might as well have done it in the summer. They didn't have to make the funniest thing was, I'm watching it on the news, and it's like saying David Moyes arrived at Carrington this morning at 4:30. Like, 4:30 in the morning when you get the sack. 4:30 in the morning. When did he go to bed?
Well, I'm guessing he didn't. I'm guessing he didn't when he saw everything that was going on in the world of social media, because I can only imagine that the news broke that he was going to go at the end of the season, off the record, and then it just got out there, so they had no choice.
I'm praying that Ryan Giggs gets it. I'm praying with everything that I've got that Ryan Giggs gets that.
So with that in mind, do you think he'll be awful?
I just don't think that... So the thing about United now is they've got to now change the entire structure of the club, because all the top clubs are run on this foreign model where you've got 2 directors of football, they buy the players, they give them to the coach, get on with it, you don't get a say. United have never had that. For the last 25 years, they've had a guy in charge, he picks the players, there is no director of football. United have now got to come into the modern world, right? They've got to change the entire ethos, structure of how they buy and sell players. That ain't going to happen in the season. That is not going to happen in like 3 months after the World Cup. Not a chance. So that might take a decade.
I said to Andy, I think it could be one of the worst things for United if they were to win every game 4-0. I said that to him Friday. And, of course, they won 4-0 against Norwich. If they were to get the results and the performances they get against the sides they're playing, I think they could lull them into a bit of a false sense of security.
Me too. I mean, the fans will clamour for Giggs and that, because they want the United old boys in there. But like I say, the biggest problem is not if they get Van Gaal, right? I mean, Dutch people are insane. They argue with themselves at the World Cup. Do you know what I mean? He'll be out of there within 12 months. But United have got bigger problems, and they've got to restructure the whole club. You know what I mean? The whole club. It's brilliant.
I don't think they will go to Van Gaal now, if I'm being honest.
Why?
Well, just the fact that the news came out this afternoon that they've had a chat with him, they're happy, but they're looking at other options. I think if they were happy, they would have signed him up.
Well, I think also as well after what happened last time,
options?
I think they have to be seen to be saying that we're not just going to put our eggs in one basket, because they were guilty of doing that with
Yeah,
Moyes.
that's right.
Hang on a minute. What are the other options?
Well, I think the other options could be Ancelotti.
Right.
I think they could be, I'm not saying right or wrong, they could be Giggs. They could be Jose. He wins the Champions League, he's off.
No.
Telling you no.
He won't go United.
Why not?
No way.
Why not? Biggest job in the world.
Sorry?
Biggest job in the world. Why wouldn't he go?
I just don't think that he's ever going to leave Chelsea now, and if he does, he's going abroad. There's no way. What do you think, Jay?
No, listen.
Chance.
I think there's just too much of a rebuilding job. It's a bigger job than a lot of people think. I think there has to be millions of money spent. I think the restructure, as you've already pointed out, I think from top to bottom that club needs to be re-evaluated. And I'm not so sure that he's in the market for that at his stage of his career.
I've got to say, I've had a great manager for 20 years. He's managed me from virtually on. I just come straight off the dole, and he managed me to the top. He's a little Welsh fella called Marcus Russell. He's brilliant. He's done great for me. He'd be great at Man United. He don't know nothing about football. He's a rugby man. But, he'd do good there.
Oh, dear, the sarcasm in it as well. No, listen, before we go, lots of Oasis fans will be wanting me to ask you the question, are you close to getting back with your ex-wife?
Do you know what? I was in the news agency the other day after that story broke, and there was a thing on the cover of the Daily Star that said we were getting 500 million to come back, which is $500 million, right? It's $500 million. I was thinking, I get back my ex-missus for $500 million. never mind do Glastonbury. I'll listen. If anybody's out there listening, I'll do it for $500 million of anything.
There you go. So it's on.
Milk bottle top, pot noodles, crisp, sour milk.
I'd love you to do it for pot noodles.
Yorkshire tea bags, condoms even. I'd do it for $500 million condoms.
There you go. The offer's on the table, everyone. I expect you all to phone up.
Hey, hang on a minute. That was the sound of the editor of the Daily Star flipping open his laptop going, yeah, it's on. $500 million pot noodles. Golden Wonder have put the offer in.
No, that would be the small print. It's Noel says I'll do it, and then right at the bottom in the bottom right hand corner, it was saved for $500 million, either pot noodles, condoms, whatever.
Hang on a minute. Don't be selling me short. $500 billion.
Billion. Sorry, I do apologise.
$500 billion. Come on. Don't sell me short. $500 billion.
No, you're a star as always. Thanks for coming on, pal.
All right, see you in a bit.
See you soon.
Cheers now.
Bye.
Andy Goldstein's Sports Bar. Weekday nights from 10 on Talksport.